and welcome to my Shang-Chi reading vlog. So this week Shang-Chi is out. It's currently Thursday the 2nd of September, and that means I'm going to be making a start now on all of my Shang-Chi comics. I have this one, which is Brothers and Sisters. I also have the one-shot The Legend of Shang-Chi, and then I also have several others. I've got 2 Agent of Atlas series, and then Arrow and Arrow as Swordmaster. So some of these are full Shang-Chi comics, some of these are team-ups where he is a part of the team, but all of them do have a focus around Shang-Chi. What I'm going to be doing is reading each one of these and then reporting back on what I think about each one, because I really want to, and then I'll also be talking about the film as well, but with absolutely no spoilers as far as I can tell at the moment. I will see what I feel like when I've seen the movie. I will put spoiler warnings though, just in case. But with that, let's get into the reading. So I've now read The Legend of Shang-Chi, and I did quite enjoy this one. It was a fun one-shot. It only took me about 10 minutes to read, which is always awesome for me. Quite frankly, I always like a quick read, but this was a fun sort of mini adventure with him, seeing like what he does with MI5 and stuff like this. I really like seeing him against Lady Deathstrike. I do think the action scenes were quite good, but I would have liked to have seen a bit more of him as a character, I guess. But overall, it was still a fun read. But now that I've read that one, I'm going to go on to Brothers and Sisters, because this is my only physical one, and then I'm thinking the Agents of Atlas. So I will see you on the other side of reading this. So now I have just finished Brothers and Sisters, and I think this is actually a really good sort of starting point for Shang-Chi as a character, because you sort of get these flashbacks to his childhood and exactly how he grew up, but while also having his story now as well, and sort of like how he's trying to move on, while also his life from before is catching up with him. I really liked this one. I've got to admit, I felt like I really got to know Shang-Chi quite well in this, and like a bit more about his childhood and his personality, things like this. I really enjoyed the action scenes. The artwork in here is also really nice as well. So you've got like bits like this. I don't know if you can see that properly. If not, I'll try to put pictures up. But essentially, I really enjoyed this one, and I gave it 4 stars. I do think this is quite a good starting point for Shang-Chi, quite frankly. I'm really glad I picked this up, and I'm starting to really like him as a character. I've only ever read him like before today in one comic, and he was a supporting character, so it was really nice to see him front and centre for once, and just seeing exactly what he's like, essentially. And I'm liking him so far, definitely liking him a lot. I've now just finished War of the Realms, Agents of Atlas, and also Agents of Atlas, forgotten the name of it already, but Agents of Atlas Volume 2, and I really enjoyed these as well. Admittedly, they didn't have Shang-Chi in as much as I thought they would, but I still had a really good time reading these. I loved seeing like the team dynamics and seeing more from like Jimmy Woo, who is a character I really loved. Everything I've seen of him so far. I love seeing more of like the look into the mind of Amadeus, who is one of the other members of the Agents of Atlas, and his interactions with everybody. Really enjoyed getting to know everybody in this team as well. A lot of them I'd never heard of before, or only have like glancing knowledge of, so I really enjoyed that. I've just generally really enjoyed these comics, and I gave each of them 4 stars. Now I probably have run out of time to read anything else, so I will be starting on Arrow and Swordmaster tomorrow, which also involves Shang-Chi, and then I'll be off to see the movie, which is so exciting. I cannot wait, and I will update you once I've read some more, or when I've seen the movie, depends on what happened first. So I have now just watched Shang-Chi twice, and it's now also Monday, and I completely and utterly ran out of time to read either of the Arrow or Arrow and Swordmaster comics, but I have seen Shang-Chi twice, so I think it's time to talk about it, because I really enjoyed this film, I've got to admit. I mean, obviously it's a Marvel film, I enjoy all of them, but I really enjoyed that this sort of took a different take on the idea of an origin story. I love that it was so influenced by Chinese culture and Chinese myth and everything else. Really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi and Xialing, and also Katie and everybody else's characters. I just really enjoyed this one. The action sequences were unbelievable, quite frankly. The action sequences had me because they were so good. Like, I knew that they were going to be good, but they were so good and so inventive in a lot of places. And I just generally really like Shang-Chi as a character and everything he stood for and everything else. I'm going to give this film a 5 stars like I always do, and I just generally really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say he's now in my top 5 Marvel characters, but I would say that he's definitely going to sort of go up the rankings with every single appearance from now on, because quite frankly he's just one of those characters that I know I will really enjoy more and more as he carries on throughout the MCU. But with that, I am going to leave this vlog here, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you thought of Shang-Chi if you've seen it, or if you haven't, leave me a dragon emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link down below to all my social media if you want to check it out, including to the comic book sanctum, which has got loads of Shang-Chi different bits of information and all the rest of it if you are interested in finding out more about Shang-Chi comics. So check that out down below if you are interested, and if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here. Here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time everyone, bye!